people better don't land for Nigeria. Better don't land for our country. Time don't reach when we go do correct election. When we go get mago at all. One man, one vote only. Listen, make I tell you now something. We not fit get correct election if we don't get get voters registration. Our people talk say, now person when you find during rainy season, now in the chop during dry season. Now in the climate, they call on men and women. When you don't reach 18 years and above, make them go register for this voters registration. When they come on the 15th of January 2011 to 29th January 2011.
Since receiving independence in 1960, Nigeria has experienced a turbulent political history marked by a civil war and numerous military coups. Although founded as a democratic republic, Nigeria was ruled by 8 dictatorial militaries and unelected regimes for a total of 28 years before the establishment of civilian democracy in 1999. The death of then military head of state Sani Abacha allowed the first presidential election in the country since the end of the Civil War in 1970.
In 2008, Barack Obama's presidential campaign ventured into cyberspace and employed all efforts in garnering support of millennials via social media outlets such as Facebook and blogs. From emails to an official Facebook page, Barack Obama was able to tap into the support of young voters whose votes will help propel him into the White House. Obama's success revolutionized the dynamics of campaigning, and virtually all politicians have followed suit, riding this wave of online presence. This has been no different in Nigeria, where numerous politicians now have Facebook and Twitter profiles. In the recent presidential elections in April 2011, social media played a small but very important role in the campaigning and voting process in Nigeria.
Voters registration is there for everywhere for Nigeria. Anywhere where you dey, one must dey near you. And at the place where you go vote, now there you go register, and you must be Nigerian. No mago this time. If you notice any mago anywhere, INEC don't get one special number where you go just send text message. The number now 4632. What did I call them? 4632. Save her for inside your phone, no. No talk, say I no tell you.
Governments like Zimbabwe, Uganda, and other countries like that, they limit access either by taking away internet access or limiting who has the right to access. So, you know, I see it playing a very interesting role now, especially as it's developing and everyone is, you know, getting cell phones and becoming technologically more savvy and connected. What role it will play in the future for a lot of the West African and other African countries who before this time haven't had any access to it. So that will be very interesting. But I mean, I do think it's going to play a big role in political parties and the information that they distribute, but also amongst the general public. You know, nowadays, you know, it's pretty easy to show the vanity of leadership because you can just turn your cell phone on and record it. Or if something goes wrong, like in the election process with the Revoda app that they created, you know, someone can film it and send a picture in. And someone can film leaders in the Capitol and distribute them to everyone. And so there's a greater access. And I think the problem before is that it was just newspaper, it was just radio, and it was all government controlled. And so you could say, you know, someone in the Capitol might say, well, so-and-so has, you know, the government spending this much money on a bunch of convoy of cars. And someone's like, well, I don't see that. I don't see a picture of it. And now you can take a picture of it and send it. And so people, the wool sort of, I guess, is being lifted from the eyes of people who were so isolated that they couldn't know. And now everybody knows. And so I think that will create sort of, and especially with the younger generation, that'll create more of a fervor to do something about it, whereas before people sort of either feigned or were specifically unknowledgeable.
In Nigeria, there's still a great deal of work to be done in this aspect because the Nigerian youths are desperately looking for ways to, you know, make a change, and the only way they can make this change is through social networks like that. But I would say there's still a lot more to be done because in Nigeria, not too many people have access to, you know, social network sites, internet. Even those who do, it's very expensive, so they cannot maintain or sustain this, you know, medium.